Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Cruising with the Clemens, Alaska Edition. On this week's episode, we boondock right outside Haines in this epic spot. Then we make our way to Haines Junction, where we can also see the Kluane National Park. And after that, it's time to head towards Whitehorse as we make our way to Dawson City, Yukon. Welcome to our spot for the at least day and a half. We're not too far outside of Haines, about 30 minutes. And Mark and I came and scoped this out the other day. We found it on iOverlander, but Mark's got to work, so we moved on lunch hour, so it was a perfect spot for us to move to. So yeah, we're gonna stay here for the next day and a half. And Bryce just caught his first fish. Oh, wow. Look at that, Bryce. You haven't even been here 5 minutes. There he goes, swimming off. Look how clear it is.
It's beautiful. It wasn't so cold, I would like get it.
Right, we got moved, set up quick. The boys are fishing. Kennedy and I are eating lunch because we're not waiting for the boys. Mark is back to work. And this is our view. Not bad. Bonus part, it's free to stay here. Oh, the kitty's out. I don't know if you guys can see how incredibly clear this water is, but it's gorgeous. So I think when we're planning our trip to Alaska, this is the kind of places that we thought that we would spend more time at. So not necessarily in campgrounds, and that is also why we got set up to boondock. And I mean, this place is absolutely gorgeous. So the two things that I'm using to find most of our spots are the mileposts, which people will tell you that is the Bible of travel to Alaska and through Canada. And the other thing is iOverlander. So Mark and I, like I said, we're only 30 minutes outside of Haines. So we drove out here the other day to check it out because we were a longer rig. And even though it said there was plenty of room, we just wanted to double check and see what the conditions were, and couldn't ask for a better spot. There is plenty of room at this particular location. You guys can see for probably another 2, maybe even 3 rigs. And there's even a spot on the other side of the road also that easily could fit, 1 or 2 vehicles over there. So, yeah. And as Mark and I suspected, the boys are super excited to be fishing. The water is crystal clear. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. If you ever wanted to try and get in the water. Okay, everyone, if you've been following along, then you already know this. But if you're new to our channel, our kids are water babies at heart. And so here they are getting into some really freezing, glacier-fed, snow-fed water right here at our boondocking spot. Oh boy. 2 kids in the water. Bryce has got his boat going. He's been waiting to use it. Cooper, how cold are you? Cooper, how cold are you?
Is that everything? I can't feel my legs.
You can't feel your legs? I can't believe your sister's up to her waist in it. Go!
Going!
Go!
Oh, it's really cold! Oh my god, that's really cold!
While the kids were taking an Arctic plunge, Mark had found his own little bit of fun. What, sir?
Nothing. Taking a work break.
Okay. Kennedy and I are just talking that the sun is hot right now, and it's 5 o'clock in the evening. Would you think it's 5 o'clock? It's so bright right now. Although last night at 9 o'clock, it was also super bright. Morning, everybody. We're at our boondocking spot. The boys got up early and fished. In case you were wondering, that's Bucky's. That's Christmas Bucky. If you're from the East Coast, you'll know. Bryce is still fishing. He's over here. How many fish are you up to, Bryce? 29 fish. It's not as sunny and beautiful today, but we had a lovely night's stay. It was quiet. I mean, I think any day when you wake up to the water in the mountains is pretty good. You see those mountains behind the camper? There you go. Really beautiful. After finishing up school, the kids continued to fish and play outdoors until it was time for us to leave. Alright, so I am making a little bit of bigger lunch. We're having tacos today. Normally I like to have something hot at night, but we are driving after Mark finishes work today. So we're having a bigger lunch and a lighter dinner. We'll have sandwiches on the road because we need to make some short jumps because we want to be somewhere this weekend. So yeah, that's it. Tacos for lunch, sandwiches on the road to go tonight.
Hi.
Mark has finished work for the day, so we are packing up. And it was pretty easy because we didn't fully unpack. So now we just gotta get out of this spot. And we're trying to make it about 2.5 hours down the road. We have one little block we need to pick up. And then we're on our way. Little did we know that our 2-hour drive would be through this beautiful snowy pass full of wildlife everywhere. Okay, that was a fairly easy Canadian border.
Yep.
Standard questions about weapons. Do we have anybody else in the camper? What else?
Why'd you take the route? I think
Oh, they want to. Yeah,
question.
that was the most interesting. He wanted to know why we came. So, because we've already been through Canada, we went back into America to hit Skagway and come to Haines, and now we're going back out to go towards Dawson City and then back into Alaska. So, yeah, that was it. And then he warned us about a lot of bears on the road up here. So, he doesn't know, but we're excited.
Yeah, we just saw a brown bear and a black bear within a quarter mile of each other in the border. So
yeah, pretty exciting. As we continued on our way to Haines Junction, we not only saw bears, but we saw porcupines. A ton of porcupines. I think by the time we reached Haines Junction, we were up to 11 of them. After driving around the campground twice, and because it was the middle of the week and Mark was going to have to work, we finally found a site that had a good open sky that should work great for the Starlink. A bonus was the lake was directly behind us. Alright, but the real test of the campsite is the Starlink. Any word yet?
No.
Okay. I didn't understand the whole new system here. But anyway, basically what it is that we are in a reservable site, which is open tonight, which is fine. But you can reserve them online, and there's first come, first serve sites. I guess that's new at this campground this year. And so the campsite we're in is actually reserved starting tomorrow for 3 nights. So we're going to have to move next door tomorrow, hoping that these people leave. Bad news.
There's good news?
Yes.
Okay. What's the good news?
I think these people are only staying 1 day. So Bad news is this is a reservable site. So it is reserved for the next 3 days. I read the directions up there. The first come, first serve, is where we need to move to tomorrow. Kind of situation.
Awesome.
I told you he was going to be mad. Mad is a relative term. He was more annoyed than anything else. But we continued to have some discussions about during his lunch break, he would have to move the camper. And really, it was just in a culmination of the fact that he had worked all day long and then had to drive 2.5 hours to this campsite, which I totally understand. So when you've had a long day and you're kind of annoyed, the best thing is to walk out your back door and go enjoy the beautiful surroundings because we still have daylight. Pretty. We just finished dinner. We have not put the kids to bed or anything. It's just one of those nights. I like this seat thing here. It is really hard to go to bed when it's like this. When it's this bright. Yeah. Now, we can close up our camper and we'll show you how much we can close up the camper and make it dark, especially in the bedrooms, but it's really hard when you see it outside because you're like, oh, I should go out and go for a walk and enjoy the nature.
Yeah, in the lower 48, I feel like it's 3-4 hours earlier than it actually is here. Yeah.
It's hard for me to remember that it's like this and I can't call anybody back family wise because they're in bed, and right now just sitting here, I'm not tired, but I am tired, but I'm not tired, and I'm not go to bed tired, you know what I mean? Yeah, because it just looks beautiful out, and I know we're just getting started and we're in for several days of full days of sun, but yeah. I know it's pretty. You kind of feel, you get this sense of feeling when it's this outside that you should be doing stuff. You shouldn't be sleeping. You should be utilizing your daylight and exploring. So it's a little hard. About our little dilemma yesterday, where we got a online reservable site that is booked for tonight. So we were waiting to see if the neighbors were going to leave, and they did. So we're actually just moving, literally right next door. Yeah, so we just have to pull up and back in, and we're doing it in between Mark's meetings real quick, and then we're gonna stay here for 2 days. So yeah, let me go get busy. All right, so we are even just leaving the Starlink attached while we just move really quickly over one site. So all right.
Made it.
Fastest move ever.
Little lunchtime movie move. We moved approximately 15 feet. So it was a long day.
You exhausted?
Yeah. Setting up's gonna be a pain.
Okay. All right, let's take my crock pot back inside for lunch.
Yeah.
Be very careful, okay? I want you to burn yourself.
Oh, it's not even hot anymore. We're gonna have to have a late lunch.
All right. I mean, Cooper's hiding over there.
I have forks.
Oh, okay. Sounds good, buddy. Since we decided to stay for a few more days, we went ahead and put the rugs out. That's not something we typically do if we're just staying for the night. And as you could see, Pancake was super excited to rub all over them.
That's a nice base coat.
Ugh, big stretchies. In front of us is Kluane National Park and Preserve, a wilderness park, which means there aren't very many roads to visit things. While it's definitely considered more of a hiker's park, we've heard seeing it from the air is the best way. This is the Haines Junction and Kluane National Park Visitor Center. If you're passing through the area, this visitor center is worth a stop to explore. You'll find information about the national park, video. They even have a junior ranger program, and attached to the visitor center is a native heritage center. And for the kids, there are tons of interactive displays. After the visitor center, it was time to head back to the campground, and the kids made a delightful discovery with the campground playground. It did? is a great little playground here at the campground. And there's the lake. That's a beautiful area. After playing in the playground for about an hour, it was just a short walk back along the lake on the boardwalk to our campsite. Here's the little path to our campsite. They have a lovely fire pit, and like with all the Canada government parks, you can, they provide free wood. Mark is enjoying a sunny day because we haven't had one for several days.
Yep.
It's a nice office today. And the wind's picked up, so no bugs, huh?
All the bugs today.
That's good. Such a lovely campsite. So you can hear this like noise. And Mark goes, I think those are trumpeter swans. Oh my gosh. I am so excited. I've never seen, like, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen swans in the wild. That's so cool. Your bird identification app says they are what?
They look like tundra swans to me. Because these have a much more like orangey, yellowy head to them.
Let's see. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, look at the difference with the trumpeter swan.
Oh yeah, these are more, oh, they're so pretty and they're cool.
I don't have tundra swan on my list.
You don't? You have a new bird?
You may not know this, but Mark is a bird enthusiast and he uses the Merlin app to track the birds on our travels that he has seen.
That's bird number what?
It's like 210 or something.
It's our last night at Pine Lake Government Campground here in the Yukon. And he's attempting to chop wood.
Doing great.
Why don't you go on the other side so we can see you? Okay. I would just like to point out that it is almost 9:30 and it is that sunny on the camper right now.
Yeah.
Also, the nearest hospital is an hour and a half away.
Fine.
It's a lovely fire. It's so sunny out right now. It's been a lovely campsite though. I love your sound effects, Kennedy.
I feel like worse than I am. I'm so good.
You guys need to go to bed. Good morning, everybody. We are leaving Haines Junction. We stayed a couple days there at the Pine Lake Campground, which was lovely, that we showed you. And we are on our way to Dawson City, but we're going to make a quick stop in Whitehorse for some lunch. And we kind of got a late start today because we only have to do a total of like 8 hours.
Yeah, to get to Dawson.
To get to Dawson from here, so we decided to have a lazy sleep-in kind of morning. So yeah, we didn't leave the campground till
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
After 10, I think.
Yeah, probably after 10. So yeah, so we'll pop into Whitehorse real quick, get some lunch. Kennedy and I are on a mission to find some breadstick biscuit thingies, and then we'll continue on our way and hopefully find a nice boondocking spot tonight.
Join us on next week's episode when we find this amazing free campground, experience some of the worst road conditions while driving the Yukon Highway, and we finally make it to Dawson City. If you enjoyed the video, we hope that you'll give us a thumbs up as it really helps our channel. Thanks for watching.